Need a quick and easy dish to bring to a potluck or party? I'm Marcy McDonald with Pacific Northwest Suburban Homesteading. This week I share another vintage recipe from the 90s, the super simple cream cheese based fruit dip I still make occasionally. It's always fun to attend a potluck and try the different things that people have to offer. I'm not really much of a cook. I can cook, I don't really enjoy it. I like to bake, I like to can. Scott does most of the actual cooking. But I do have a few tried and true things that work really well for things you can take to a potluck that generally people like and give people some variety and that are super, super simple. One of them is a cream cheese marshmallow cream dip. That's like all that goes in there. There's a lot of recipes out on the internet for similar ones. You can add orange juice to it if you'd like, but I just do simple. Cream cheese, marshmallow cream. And I usually get a variety of apples and slice them. We'll deal with that a little bit later. So let's get started. Move these out of the way. The first part that you need to do is to whip up your cream cheese or cream it or whatever you want to call it. It is helpful to leave it out for a little while to soften. I usually forget or I don't have the time, so I have had plenty of success with just using an old hand mixer and even cold cream cheese. But make your life easier, plan ahead, don't be me. So let's open this up. Pull out our brick of cream cheese. This is just an 8-ounce package of cream cheese. The brand doesn't matter. Use this as a place to put my rubber scraper. You know, I should probably do this right-handed, even if the cord's a little short. Probably should have used a bigger bowl or a work bowl, but my larger bowl is in the wash because I made something else earlier with it. But so far so good. Probably scrape the sides down. That's probably the smartest thing to do right now. Just gonna, because it kind of softens it up, kind of fluffs it up a little bit. So next we open up our marshmallow cream. There's lots of different brands. This is a 7-ounce container. This is an older recipe, so I don't know what the original recipe was, but I looked up a lot of different recipes online to check, and they seem to be perfectly fine with the 7-ounce. It has recently come to my attention that you really have to pay attention to what the size of your stuff is, because a lot of things are in much smaller packages than they used to be. So just scoop your marshmallow. You could make this in a stand mixer. I've just always made it with the hand mixer, and since I have it, why not use it? This stuff is really sticky. I mean, it's just pretty much pure sugar. Okay. And now you thoroughly combine them. Scrape the sides down, especially because I scraped the marshmallow cream off on the side. So it all gets combined. I've had lumps occasionally in this, and it's really not a big deal, but if I'm taking it to a potluck and someone else is eating it, I'd really prefer to not have lumps of cream cheese or big spots of marshmallow cream to find. Let's scrape it down one more time. So we are mixing this because we want it thoroughly combined. Beating it to put a little air in there will add a nice lighter texture. And there you have it. It's a nice texture to it. Okay, I'm gonna get a container to put that in. Okay. This doesn't have anything that I have to worry about getting sick, so we can lick the spoon later. So there we have our cream cheese marshmallow fluff dip in a nicer bowl. Okay, so it looks a lot like mayonnaise, but it tastes really good. It's got a lot of sugar in it, but because you have the cream cheese, it'd probably be wisest to keep this in the fridge till just before your party starts. And it wouldn't hurt to have it on ice. I have a bowl somewhere here that you stick in the freezer, and so then it helps keep it cold. Generally speaking, this stuff doesn't last long enough to be an issue because people really like it. So let's cut some apples up. We've served this particular fruit dip with a variety of different fruit. Sometimes we'll go get the pre-cut trays with a variety of different things like strawberries and grapes and things. That's a great option. But most often we usually do apples because apples are nice and robust so you can scoop up the dip. People like them, and this gives people an option. Well, any of the fruit with the fruit dip gives people the option to have a healthy treat and avoid the sugary stuff if they want. So I like to give people options at potlucks and such. Okay, so this is a handy little device, an apple core wedger. I've used this for years and it makes it pretty quick. If you got an apple of the right size, you just line it up and then you just push straight down. And then you have it pretty much wedged. It's a very old one, so it's not as sharp as it once was, but it still speeds up the process. It's still sharp enough. You want to be careful so you don't cut yourself. And I'm not the most skilled person, so some of the apples are kind of wavy. And sometimes, because you don't know exactly where how the core goes through the fruit, you get a little bit of the inside stuff. So it's always handy to have a little paring knife to just remove the last little bits. That one's pretty good. I'll make this fancy in a minute. I'm just gonna stick the wedges on the plate. Oops, just got a little bit of the core. So it's got a bit of a dark spot in it. So let's do our next one real quick. So we did a variety of different apples because it's always kind of nice. You know, you can do green apples and different kinds. Depends on whether you like the really sweet apples. And it's colorful because you got the red skins versus the yellow ones. This one has more of them that have the core showing up in the pieces. Still faster. Alright, so let's put them on here, and then I have the final apple. Now this one is too big for the apple wedger thing, so I'm just gonna cut it. Let's grab a bigger blade for this one. This one's a little big, so I think I'm gonna try cutting it one more time. Maybe I'll do it from this side. Just trim off the core pieces. I washed all my apples before I started, so they would have any wax that was on them removed. And, you know, if they're handled in the store, getting people's, you know, fingerprints and germs off of them. Yeah, I will be arranging this much nicer. Yes, I'm using 2 knives, but I want to feel more in control of what I'm doing. And I have an easier time controlling the small blades. But this apple is big enough that it would be harder to cut it because it didn't go all the way across the apple. So this is side. It's safer to cut away from you rather than towards you. Just when you forget the rules, that's when accidents happen. So you gotta remember to be safer. There. All right, I'll arrange these and be right back. Okay, I tried. There are people in my family, like my sister, who are much better at the artistic presentation than I am. But you can see how the alternating with the red and the yellow looks quite nice. You have your fruit dip in the middle. So anyway, there you have it. Cream cheese, marshmallow cream, fruit dip. It's a crowd pleaser. My family loves it. We love it. Anyway, I hope that your family and friends will enjoy this as well. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Till next time, be curious, keep an open mind, and never stop learning.